Ben, this guy is defend. They defend.
Hey, they've come to carry your brother. Soon this will be you. Now, how do you make sure this does not happen to you? First, you have to know what it is you're getting yourself into when you take loan from these apps or when you do BNPL. Buy now, pay later, or buying on credit as we call it in the streets, is when you purchase something and you do not pay immediately for that thing you have bought, or pay instrumentally. The question now is, who is paying for that thing that you bought? How much are you paying? And then when are you paying for it? Now let me teach you how BNPL works and how the rich or how the wealthy are making money off of it. This is what happens. Let's assume Daily bought a fridge from an appliance store. A bank or an investor pays for that fridge Daily has bought. Over a period of time, Daily has to pay back the total money at which he bought that fridge for, but not only the capital alone, but he has to pay an interest on the price of that fridge. Daily bought a fridge of 500,000 naira from Samsung, right? A bank, either his bank or just an investment bank, pays off that 500,000 for Daily. Now, when Daily is to pay back, Daily pays back the 500,000 with an interest of about 10 to 15%. That is 50 to 75,000 naira extra on his 500,000 payment. Now, when you're using BNPL, how do you make sure you are careful and you don't get into trouble like your brother? Number one is you have to be aware and fully sure of the amount of the interest rate that you are paying back. The CBN has stipulated that every lending institution cannot give an interest rate below what the CBN has stated, and the CBN interest rate is currently at 26.25%. So we'll be looking at an interest rate of about 30% and above. Number two is when you are engaging BNPLs or when you are trying to take a loan, make sure that whatever it is you are using this loan for is not to buy liabilities, but rather to buy assets. Do not take a loan to buy something you don't need. Do not take a loan to buy something that does not bring more income in for you. Now, how do the wealthy make money from BNPL? Number one is they use their own money to pay for all of these things you purchase when you take a loan. Daily, for example, who bought a fridge of 500,000 naira but did not pay immediately, an investor or a bank pays immediately. Now, when Daily is trying to pay back, rather than the 500,000 Daily is supposed to pay back, Daily is paying maybe 550 or 575,000. That 575,000 is going back to the billionaire investor or to the bank who paid for the fridge in the first place. That is one way of making money off BNPL. The second way is using this money or using whatever loan you get to buy assets. Now, this is a very common occurrence in the finance world where very rich individuals go to banks, take loans, and then purchase assets. An example is Elon Musk and what he did with Twitter. He went to a bank, got them to borrow him 44 billion, and then bought Twitter. And now he's growing it into more of an asset. Henceforth, I hope you are more careful and you take more prudent decisions when it comes to using platforms with BNPL. Don't go be like your brother, he go carry you go far.